And today, I'm going to give you a little cheat sheet. 4 phrases your team says every week that reveals which mindset they're running. And then 4 redirects that shift it in 60 seconds without a lecture, without a meeting, without training, and without them either realizing what you just did. This is mindset coaching at the speed of leadership. You already know those 4 mindsets that we've talked about all week: fixed versus growth, victimhood versus ownership, scarcity versus abundance, and then certainty versus curiosity. But knowing them and hearing them in real time on your floor, hey, in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon when everything's going crazy, those are 2 entirely different skills. And today, I'm going to give you a little cheat sheet. 4 phrases your team says every week that reveals which mindset they're running, and then 4 redirects that shift it in 60 seconds without a lecture, without a meeting, without training, and without them either realizing what you just did. This is mindset coaching at the speed of leadership. 7 minutes, 1 truth, 1 execution move. If you're a leader who's just tired of hearing the same limiting language from the same people and not knowing what to do about in the moment, tired of recognizing a mindset problem and not being able to address it, and waiting up to schedule a sit down for 3 days later, then I'll tell you, you're in the right place. I'm Chris Hunsicker, and this is the Dealership War Room. This isn't motivation, and this isn't theory. This is a daily leadership briefing for people who actually have to produce results in the arena, at work, and at home. You're in the war room now. Here's how this whole mindset thing works. Your team's mindset shows up in their language every time, and you don't need a personality assessment, and you don't need a diagnostic survey. You just need to listen, because the words they choose in the hallway, the morning meeting, after the customer leaves the store, are real-time readouts of the operating system that's running underneath it. And once you learn to hear it, you can coach it in the moment whenever it appears, not 3 days later, now. Mindset number 1, the fixed mindset. The phrase that puts this out: hey, I'm just not good at that. The redirect: yet. You're not good at that yet. What's one thing you could try this week to start closing that gap? You heard the locked door and added yet. He opened it with a forward-facing question. 15 seconds. The person didn't get a lecture about growth mindset and a book to read. They got a 1-word reframe and a coaching question. And their brain just shifted from this is who I am to this is something I'm working on. And that means everything. Mindset number 2, victimhood. The phrase that lets you know this is running: hey, there's nothing I could have done about it. The traffic was dead. The redirect: I hear you. The traffic was light. Given that reality, what's your plan for today? You validated, then you redirected. You move them from passive to active in 1 sentence. They didn't get told to stop making excuses. They got asked to take ownership of the next 8 hours. And the question: which plan? It puts the agency back in their hands. Adult to adult conversation where it belongs, not parent to child. Mindset 3, scarcity. Here's the phrase. When you hear this phrase, scarcity's running. Why didn't you give the lead to him instead of me? The redirect is simple. Get the frustration. But here's what I noticed. You helped Sarah close that deal last week. I haven't forgotten that. How can we make sure that you're generating your own opportunities today? You acknowledge the feeling, frustration, but you remind them of their own abundance behavior. And then you shift the focus from what was taken to what they can create. The scarcity voice says, I didn't get mine. But the abundance redirect says, let's go build yours and I'll help you. We'll make it happen. Mindset number 4 was that certainty and how destructive it gets. The phrase that lets you know this is running is, I already know why it didn't work. The redirect: hey, I'd love to hear your take. But first, walk me through what the customer was experiencing from their side. What were they going through? You don't dismiss their certainty. You redirect it into curiosity. Can you feel the shift? What was the customer experiencing from their side? It forces perspective taking, which is the antidote to certainty. Because the moment someone considers something from another's point of view, the lock on their own starts to loosen up. So here's the pattern, and I'd ask you to look at these. 4 phrases, 4 redirects, and everyone follows the same structure. You just have to hear it. You just have to listen for it. Don't argue with it. Redirect with a question that shifts the frame. You're not telling them they're wrong. You're helping them see differently, see more. I call this the problem of the paper towel tool. And all of you have seen like the tube in a paper towel, right? And if I put that tube on a map, like the map behind me, and I look through the paper towel of one little section, am I seeing that section? Yes. Is that section real? Yes. But isn't the whole map? Not even close. Each of these redirects is taking them away from the tube and letting them see the whole map. And that question format, instead of a statement, means insight comes from them, not at them, which means they own it because they created it. That means it's going to stick. This is see, say, ask from episode 319, applied to not behaving, but to thinking. You see the mindset in the language. You say what you notice with empathy, with feeling. Then you ask a question that shifts the frame. 90 seconds on the floor, no meeting required. Middle of the day, no changes. Now, let me tie this whole week together. Monday, if you remember, go back. We talked about fixed versus growth mindset. Your people's beliefs about whether they can improve determines whether they even try. Add yet and praise the process. On Tuesday, we covered ownership versus victimhood. Man, that's powerful. The gap between this happened to me and what am I going to do about it? It's the gap between your bottom performers and your top performers. Validate, then redirect. What's your plan? Wednesday, abundance versus scarcity. Your systems either create collaboration or they manufacture toxic competition. Celebrate the assist. Compete against the record, not against each other. And Thursday, I love this when we talk about curiosity versus certainty. And I know this at home. Experience without curiosity is just repetition. Ask before you tell. Reward the admission. And then today, we looked at all 4 mindsets and how to coach them in real time. To hear the language, not to argue with what they're doing, but to redirect their focus with a question. 4 mindsets, 4 phrases, 4 questions. It's that simple. And a leader who can hear what's running beneath the behavior and then shift it in 60 seconds, that's as powerful as you can get. So here's today's execution mode. I call this the mindset pocket guide, right? How to see and do the mindset. Write these mindsets down on an index card and just carry it this week. Fixed. Hey, I'm not good at that yet. What's one thing you could try? Victim. There's nothing I could have done. I hear you. Which plan? Scarcity. Why did you give it to them instead of me? How can you create your own opportunity today? And how can I help? Certainty. I already know that. Hey, walk me through their perspective. 4 lines, 1 card in your pocket. Every time you hear one of these phrases this week, it's your chance to use the redirect, to practice your skill, to get better at your skill. And by Friday, you won't need the card because the redirects will become your instinct. It's part of your mindset now. And that instinct, hearing the mindset and shifting it in real time, that is an unbelievably elite skill that separates a task manager from a transformational leader, the one who changes the game. Because elite leaders, they don't just manage belief. They coach thinking beneath it. 4 mindsets, 4 phrases, 4 redirects, changes your entire efficacy. Heard in real time, coached on the floor, and the people on the other side of those 60-second moments, they don't just perform differently. They think differently. And that changes everything because then the performance and the numbers follows. That's the kind of leader you're becoming here in the war room. And next week, we go deep beneath the habits, beneath the mindsets, into the beliefs and the identity that determine what your people think is possible for themselves and for the store. The identity labor where permanent transformation lives. That's what we're going to track. So have an incredible weekend. Go out today, create some leadership fire at work, and then nail it at home. And I'll see you Monday in the Dealership War Room.